got this. You have faith over fear. You are not scared. You are not afraid of anything. I am a hygienist already. I don't dance now. I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance. I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means Alright, hey material girls, my name is T. If you're here from TikTok or Instagram, hi, nice to see you again. So I'm coming back today to do a video on basically how to pass the National Boards exam. I definitely want to give you guys tips and tricks on how to pass any exam, honestly. These are the tips that I would use, and let's just get into it. What you can do that will really help this channel grow and help anyone else who has these issues or just have any questions, please like, comment, and subscribe. So, help the algorithm. Y'all know that help me get more on this channel, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you have any specific questions, you can leave a comment, or you can email me or DM me on Instagram, and I'll leave all my information and everything that I'm discussing in the links below. Okay, so starting dental hygiene school, finally getting through all the competencies, through the personal lifestyle, and just the complete studying, the quizzes, the exams, all the stress. Now, not only do you have to do all the school, the clinical, and the lecture classes, but you also have to take 2 boards exams. One is a clinical that also has the prometric attached, which is a computerized exam, and then you have your national exam, all before you can be licensed to be a hygienist and start working. So I'm going to specifically go over how I would try to pass the prometric and the national exam. I will go over how to do clinical exam in another video. So if I were you, I would definitely start by understanding, and your school should be really helping you do this, and the students in your school should be helping you do this, but I would really start by understanding the exam and the dynamic of the exam you're taking. Okay, definitely focus on your mindset. You want to have the right mindset. You don't want to go into it worried and stressed out and fear. Definitely work on your faith over fear. Your mindset is really what's going to help you pass this exam. If you think you're going to fail, then you're going to fail. If you think you already a hygienist and all you need to do is just put in the work and study for this exam and have good energy surrounding it, then you're going to pass. Speak it like you're already a hygienist. So definitely work on your mindset. That's one thing I would say. Definitely have positive energy surrounding you, and just have the right dynamic of people surrounding you. Or if you need to be isolated and away from your environment, work on that too. When I say understanding the dynamic of the exam, I mean make sure you research, you understand that the exam, the national, is 350 questions. It is an 8-hour exam. It may not take you 8 hours to do it, but you have 8 hours to take it. You are taking it at a testing center, and that testing center has cubicles surrounding you. You cannot bring your phone in there. You cannot bring a water bottle. You cannot bring anything. The only thing that they give you in front of you is the computer, so you can complete the exam on this computer. And you just have a blank piece of paper that they give you, like a piece of computer paper, and a golf pencil, like the pencil without the eraser. That's the only thing you have surrounding you when you're taking this exam. And they give you breaks in between. I think you get 1 break, 1 hour break or whatever, or not even an hour, 15-minute break. Okay. So that's the environment you're gonna be in. 350 questions. 200 of those questions are gonna, I'm looking at my notes, sorry. 200 of those questions are going to be discipline based. So there's going to be basically multiple choice questions the whole exam, but basically specifically on dental hygiene topics like pharmacology, oral pathology, dental hygiene, public health, all of those things. And then 150 of those questions are going to be case studies. So they're going to be based on patient care. So they give you a unique scenario based on a made-up patient and how you would basically react to it, and you have to answer those questions multiple choice that will specifically go with that. So as long as you know how the dynamic of the questions are going to be set up, and you're doing practice exams and you're studying hard, you should pass. One thing I also would say is don't go into it thinking that you're going to fail. That's definitely part of the mindset. And I would say that your professors and the students around you should be very supportive. If they aren't, definitely seek out a testing review course online that you can take online or that you can take outside of school. that will help you test better for the exam. I will leave links to description in the description box of apps and websites you can look at. Also books that you can purchase and rent from Chegg or wherever to kind of get more insight. Definitely make sure that when you're studying, you have the notes from school that specifically are from clinic, and the notes that you have from your teachers kind of giving you a full dynamic of how the exam is going to be. So you have all of that in one place, and then you're taking your testing exams and you have all your studying tools with you right in front of you. I would say I would need at least 3 months to 6 months before I take the national in order to be like really comfortable. I would not, and if you don't already, I would say as a person of color to definitely follow and get involved with browngirl.rdh on Instagram. She does have an organization and a website. If you feel like you need help with just like forming a community surrounding yourself as a hygienist in this space, because there's not many of us out there, definitely look up that and follow them. I'll leave that in the description box, and join their organization so you can feel supported in this time of need, because I know that as a new hygienist or a hygienist even daily, like I've run into situations where I don't feel supported as a person of color in our field. But that's another conversation for another video. But yeah, I would say I would try not to study more than an hour a day. If you study on your lunch break for like 15 to 20 minutes of one of the apps on your phone, that will work. I would just try and study over and over the topics that I felt like were really hard for me at first, and then make sure I break down the subject. Start a study schedule, you know. A study schedule is really important to have before you start studying. Go through each way the test is going to go for you. So like I would study like pharmacology this day, and then half of oral pathology another day, and then half of radiology another day. Like that's how I would break it up. So I would do a realistic study schedule for me. Like if I know I'm not going to study over an hour, I'm not going to put down study from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I know I'm only going to study for an hour, you know. I would do that. I would have apps on my phone. I would reach out to my friends and students in my class that I'm cool with and my professors, and ask them how they feel like I should study for the exam. I definitely know that I had to sacrifice a lot of time and energy into not being with my friends, not being with my family. There were times when I wanted to go out, I couldn't go out. You know, I sacrificed sleep. You know, like you just have to really want this, and you just have to have faith over fear. You cannot be, you know, worried about what people are saying, about the negativity. For every negative thought you have, put 2 positive thoughts. Tell yourself that you are smart, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you got this. You have faith over fear. You are not scared. You are not afraid of anything. I am a hygienist already. I'm her. Okay, that's how you have to come with it. You have to come with that kind of confidence. And then while you have that kind of confidence, you need to back it up by being very diligent, very consistent, and hardworking with your study schedule and staying consistent with your studying. Okay, definitely, for sure. So on doing that, I highly suggest that you study in a park, or if you can't study at home or you need to change your environment, you feel like you're not getting the information, I would definitely reach out to a review course. My freshers and students, and study at a Starbucks with them. Or if you want to study by yourself, study in a group on Zoom. You know, like really try to get creative, make it fun, make colorful index cards, highlighter. If you're someone who needs to listen and watch, then definitely watch a lot of YouTube videos on the information that you need to know. And just prioritize your time. Go out the house and study if you can't study in your house. If it's too noisy or you don't have enough time to do it in the house, then study at a library. Like libraries are still free, or I think a library card is like $4 or $5. Go to a library, go to a local library. You don't have enough money to do the books, find somebody who has the book, take pictures of the book, make copies of the book, rent the book online on Amazon or check.com. Like Ask somebody if you can braid their hair for them or barter something that you know how to do. Help them do something in exchange for the book, you know? So I would just say to use a variety of techniques and study type things to make your studying the best dynamic for you, okay? And I would just say just keep taking practice exams online and just keep taking the study exams over and over and over and over, drilling information in your mind and memorizing basically how to study for the exam until you get an 85 to a 90% on the practice exams. That's when you know you've done well, you know? And then I would just say use index cards, use Quizlet, research the subjects that you're not understanding and come back to them. And just prioritize like, okay, I know all of these subjects well. I know these questions well. And then all the questions and the weaknesses you don't know, the weaker subjects, put those aside and like study those specifically. And sometimes it's not only the exam, sometimes it's just your anxiety. Like if you need to step back and just relax for a second and come back and read the question over, that's okay. Like just read the question in its entirety. Even if you feel like you know the answer already, read the question in its entirety. Read everything on the page and just have an open mind and read everything on its entirety and pick the best answer. Don't pick the right answer. Pick the best answer. Pick the answer you think was the best for you. Remember, out of those 350 questions, you probably only need to get, you can only get like 50 wrong, like 45 wrong, 30 wrong, right? So, or something like that. I don't know the math, but just think of it that way. Like, you can go back and click back on the test. You can save questions and you have 8 hours to do it. So you have plenty of time to go back to questions that you feel like you didn't have the right or the wrong answer for. Just, you know, just have the right mindset. And I'm going to leave these apps down below that are going to be good for you. So I would say have your friends and family and your coworkers help you study. Give them the index cards that you have and just have them drill you with the index cards. Even if they don't know what it says, just have them help you study. Definitely use crack NBDHE. Try to do review courses. Take time to find review courses that are outside your area. If you have anyone in your class who went to the review classes, pay them $50 to get a little bit of information off of them. That's what I did. I paid a girl that went to the review course $50 for a flash drive. Yes, back in the day with a flash drive, to get all the information from the course from her, because she had the money to go. I didn't have the money to go, you know. And I just researched. I used my notes. I used my laptop. I used Quizlet. I used YouTube. I had 2 friends that we just used to sit down and I would just take practice exams over and over and over and over and over until I started getting good grades. Good grades on the exams and getting above an 85 to a 90 on the practice exams. And then I felt ready. And I did not make my testing date too close to like the months that I was doing it, studying, you know. Just black out the negativity, black out the people around you who aren't supportive. Have a positive mindset. Change your circle. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose relationships with some family possibly because you're really working hard and you're sacrificing your time and your energy. And that's it. That's it, period. You want this, you got to work hard for it. You got to be dedicated, and that's it. So, you know, definitely go to a library, study at Starbucks. You don't have to buy anything. Just buy like maybe like a drink for like $1 or find a local coffee shop around you and go there and study. Find a space to study. Go to your school library and study. Stay there all day. Study. Do what you got to do. And if I have any other tips, I will leave them down below. And if you have any questions about anything that I discussed in this video, I would say just to leave them below. Like I said again, you can email me or DM me on Instagram and I will try my best to give you the best information that I have. And I just thank you so much for watching. I hope all these tips helped you. And thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.